But we're here with Curtis Green, CEO of Holiness Films. Give us a little history about your company. When did you start Holiness Films, and what exactly is your vision? What was the purpose for which you established this company?
I think the purpose for establishing the company was actually a change in my walk with God. I have been making films for about 15 years, but I have been making, I use the word secular films. I was making mainstream films, comedies, dramas, but I was making them, but they weren't really succeeding financially. They were being done. And then I had conversations with my wife, my mother, my pastor, and I kept getting confirmation that this is my purpose, but I'm not walking in the right direction with my purpose.
Wow.
And one day I came home and I wiped my laptop clean, and everything I ever did related to film. And I sat back and waited for God's direction, and He led me still in film, but He said, I want you to do films that's going to glorify myself, going to glorify me. And that's where the concept of Holiness Films came from. And I had a slate of things I wanted to do, and everything is filtered down to what I'm doing now, which is biblical story, which is geared toward the youth market. Because I really believe that there's not a lot of material, faith-based material for the age of 13 to 26. You have cartoons like the Veggie Tale for young kids, you have other adult material, but what about that 13 to 26 group that I believe is the group that needs it the most? And that's what that we're doing.
So, and I like that. I like that. I didn't know that story. Okay, so now tell us, what exactly is this, the Biblical Stories Volume 1? What exactly will we get on that? As Joe said, we saw the trailer on Sunday at the Firehouse Cafe.
Amazing.
That was hot. I wish there was some way we could show that on the radio.
I thought it was like a new movie, like mainstream. Like,
yeah, exactly. The quality of it, the soundtrack. And actually, people have asked already about the soundtrack, which is so funny. But it definitely is high quality. And some of the places, I know where you taped it at or recorded it, but it doesn't look like it just looks like, wow, you know, this was
like at the firehouse.
Exactly, exactly. And even some of the residential areas. So tell people, what will they see on this? It's called Biblical Stories
For Today.
Okay,
that's the key word.
Okay.
I believe it's something that most people have not seen before. Because what we're doing is we're taking biblical stories and we're contemporizing them and play them as if those stories happen today. Because it's hard for a 13 or 26-year-old to relate their life to something that happened 4,000 years ago in Bible story. So they said, well, I can't relate, that's not me. I mean, what about me today? So I said, well, okay, that's a problem. So I'm going to take a biblical story and gear it to how it would happen in today's terms. For example, a quick example, we're doing Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And in my story, King Nebuchadnezzar is a drug dealer named Nezer. And he has three Christian men that work for him in a different aspect, but he wants them to sell for him. So I won't go further than that. That's their issue. And so, and that's